Almost forgot my hat. Well, happy weekend, Knicks Nation. I hope you're safe and healthy and enjoying your weekend today. Happy Sunday to you. Um, and if you're having a day off Tuesday, you're looking forward to that as well. So, welcome, Deshaun Wilson, superstar, my brother, Bernadette Lumley, Hobart Dobbins. Welcome to all of you. Wanted to stop in as I usually do on Sunday before I go out with my wife for dinner and before the Knicks get ready to play tonight against Brooklyn. So there's a lot going on. I was scouting Philadelphia last night. I was looking at the Sixers. Who were they playing last night? They were playing. They were playing. Let's see, who did they play? I was watching them. Toronto. Yeah, they beat Toronto last night. A good Toronto team. Toronto's looking pretty good. But what I wasn't concerned with Philly, and I'm still not fully concerned with them. But as far as the Knicks, but I have to say, they look better with Joel Embiid playing a secondary role. What's up, John Pettit, Ron Cohen, Carl Cool Kyle G, Clint Stewart, Visions. Yeah, they look better with Joel Embiid playing a secondary role. Because I'm watching this game last night, and they are, they got talent at the guard spot with Maxey Grimes, who else was it? VJ Escombe, the rookie. And of course they got another guy from last year, McShane, who's not really back yet, but they really utilize the backcourt strength that they have. Last night, for example, I'm watching Embiid. He is slimmed down. He's slimmed down, and they play a better brand of basketball with him playing a secondary role. He's more dangerous that way. I'm still not as concerned about them because we have Mitchell Robinson. So I'm not really as concerned about them, but they are going to be better than I initially thought. I still feel like they'd be better if they had Hartenstein instead of Embiid. And I still feel like they'll be better if they don't have PG-13. I think they'll be better. I think there's too much emphasis placed on has-been guys, and this is a situation like that. But with these young guards they have, they are really last night. So they beat the Raptors by 10 last night. And Grimes he had 13 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Very solid. Plus 2 coming off their bench. VJ Edgecombe, who they start, +7. Of course, Maxey plus 21, 31 points last night. And Embiid had 29 points, and he was plus 15. But he was very efficient. He took 16 shots. He was 1 of 4 from 3. And he had 6 rebounds. It didn't look what I was impressed with is he didn't have to overly extend himself to be very effective with them, and that's important, So they're gonna be there. I think if they continue, even if Embiid gets hurt, it will hurt them a little bit, but they're gonna be a problem later on. But nobody in the East is gonna be a problem the way the Knicks are going to be a problem. Like right now, in the East, like I'm already seeing Chicago. Like I told you, I like Chicago. I thought they still think they're a good team, but I'm not worried about them, being there at the end in the top 6 in the East. Detroit, yes. Cleveland, yes. The Bucks, I'm still not sold, but the Knicks for sure. And in terms of the differential, when you look again, the differential over the course of the season, pay attention to the differential because it tells you pretty much the order that your team is going to be in. So right now in the East, the Knicks are 3rd in differential behind Miami, which is 6.1, Detroit, which is 5.9. And then right below them is the Cavaliers at 5.2. So that will play out more and more as the season goes on. The more big sample sizes we get, the more you'll see that. But right now, the Knicks are at a position where they're not even playing anything close to their best basketball yet. And they're already looking pretty formidable. I mean, they're not even playing their best ball yet. They really are looking pretty formidable right now. And like the differential at 5.3 is the most impressive thing. The offensive and defensive rating, I mean, it's all right, but I mean, offensively, their rating is what they're like. Offensive rating is 4th in the league right now. Defensively is 15th. I don't know how they measure a defensive rating. I just know that they are 7th in the league on the net differential, the net rating, and that's the most important thing to me. So tonight they got to, well, I'm not surprised that Q Dog is a gem, right? Because I like Q Dog, coming out of University of Houston and Calvin Sampson and them. So I knew he was going to be a player. It's just, people are impatient. They're very impatient, especially in New York. So you don't give a guy a chance to show what he could do before you start tripping. But Q Dog was a player coming into the league, and he was going to be a player, and he's going to get even better. So the shot is the shot, the defense is the defense, the high IQ is what it is. He's a difference maker for the Philadelphia. Him, Edgecombe, and Maxey. That's the way they need to run. That's how they need the ball. And they're making even Kelly Oubre is a good player. He's a really solid NBA player, but they're making him look even better because of the way they're playing ball, man. They're balling. So I like that team. Toronto looks pretty good too. Toronto's problem has been for a while. They need a 5. They got Podol, but Podol's not available. Okay, so they need a 5, and that's been their problem. Scotty Barnes, IQ, and RJ, they doing their thing. Grady Dick coming off the bench for them, very nice. They got a nice team, but they need a 5. And MB was eating whoever was guarding them at the 5 up last night. But Philly's gonna be there. But the Knicks, the scary thing about the Knicks. Hey, what's up, Coach Hauser? El Padrino, Track Monkey. Miami right now, as I mentioned, Miami is the top team in the East in terms of differential right now. Miami's 6.1 differential. Now, it's a little deceiving with them. It's a little deceiving. I'll tell you why. They got a good team. Miami's always going to be there. They're 6-4. They won 2 in a row. They look good. But they're scoring 124 points a game, giving up 118. So they're solid right now. The Knicks, though, look at the Knicks. Now, the Knicks are scoring 119 and giving up 114. Pistons are scoring 117 and giving up 111. That defense is coming. It's coming. So I really like what we're looking like here. Part of the issue for the Knicks, which Mike Brown admitted, was him not having a consistent rotation. Okay, coming up with these little surprises of who's starting and all that. When you have a more consistent rotation, the Knicks will be better, even they are right now. And I think we're seeing that rotation now. So you got your starting 5. The only difference that we don't know is what days Mitch Rob is starting and what days he's not starting. But what we do know is if Mitch Rob is not starting, Shamet is starting. And that's what Brown has now. So if Mitch Rob is not starting, Shamet is starting. Okay. And if Mitch Rob is starting, then Yabusele falls out of the rotation. That's the way it's been going so far. Mitch Rob is starting, Yabusele falls out of the rotation. If Mitch Rob is not starting, Yabusele goes back into the rotation. So the rotation is, in the regular sense, it's Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson. That's your starting 5. Then you have Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Clarkson, Jordan Clarkson. And then your 4th guy is, who am I missing? Clarkson. Who am I missing? I got Hart, Clarkson. There's 4 guys. Who am I missing? Who am I missing, y'all? Let me see. It's not Yabusele, though. It's somebody else. Hold on, I'll tell you. You got Deuce, Josh. Oh, yeah. So if Mitch Rob is starting, you got Deuce, Shamet, Josh, and Clarkson. That's the 4 guys. And then if Mitch Rob is not starting, Shamet starts and Yabusele moves up into the rotation. That's the way he's been doing it. So you got your starting 5, Mitchell Robinson, Cat, JB, Mikal Bridges, and OG. And then your 4 is Deuce, Shamet, Clarkson, and then you have Yabusele coming in and out of the rotation depending on who's playing. But Mitch Rob is starting. You got Josh Hart, Shamet, McBride, and Clarkson. Those are your 4 guys. And so as long Shalom Organic, so as long as that is the situation, then the more they play with that set rotation, the better they will be as they get used to that. And so they really, So Mitch Rob will start today, but there's a back-to-back this week. So the Knicks have a game Tuesday. I think it's Memphis. They play Tuesday, and then they play Wednesday. So they got a game Tuesday and they got a game Wednesday, both at the Garden. The Tuesday game is against Memphis, and the Wednesday game is against Orlando. So you can't sleep on any of this. Memphis, like I said, is a wounded bear right now, and you can't take that for granted. I mean, anytime John Morant is playing, you got to be on your P's and Q's because they could win, with John Morant. He's that type of talent. So, this is the league. Exactly. So this is the league. So we don't want to take nothing for granted. The second night, you can know for sure Mitch Rob is not going to play, right? Unless he doesn't play against Memphis and then comes in the next night against Orlando. But he's not playing in both of those games. So one of those games, you're going to start Shamet. Okay, and then you're going to have Yabusele come up into the rotation. That's what's been going on. So, John Pettit is saying, "What I know, Coach knows more, blah blah blah, but no, I'm not crazy about Yabusele. Well, I never was crazy about Yabusele at the 5. I still am not, but it is what it is. So, a good thing about it is that when he does play the 5, it's limited minutes. So it's not like he's going to dominate at the 5. What's up, Andrew Aham? So he's all right. Whatever minutes he's going to play at the 5, he's just going to play those minutes. I don't love him there either, but it is what it is. See, that's exactly right, Track Monkey. Both back-to-back games are at MSG. So if the Knicks can pull out a win today against the Nets, they'll go to 6-3. And what I'd like to see, of course, is not only the win, but I'd like to see them hold the Nets scoring down. Keep them, if you can keep them under 100. I'm always looking for that. To me, that's going to be a turning point when they can consistently keep teams under 100, which is not easy to do in the league. It's just not easy to do. But no, it's not a trap game. See, this is the thing. I think Memphis is a trap game. But I don't think the Nets are a trap game. No, I wouldn't consider the Nets a trap game. The Nets right now and Washington Wizards in Washington could be a trap game, but not the Nets. They really are total rebuild city right now. So no, only thing we got to make sure tonight is nobody gets hurt. That's the thing. Just make sure nobody gets hurt. Mitch Rob, nobody gets hurt. We'll be all right. Play our game. We should be okay. Okay. But no, I wouldn't consider tonight a trap game. I'm feeling like I'm too confident about this game, and that's what makes me nervous. I'm too confident about this game. I consider the Memphis game coming up Tuesday, especially if the Knicks pull off this win tonight and go to 6-3. I'm a little concerned about Tuesday night. That could be a trap game. John Morant in the Madison Square Garden, he might drop 50, man. So John Moran in Madison Square Garden, to quote Stephen A. Stupid, that's box office. He's gonna come out his bag in Madison Square Garden on Tuesday night. So especially with all of these trade rumors and stuff, with him not being happy with management and all that, he's gonna put it on. It's gonna be entertaining to watch, though. I'll tell you that. I don't know. The Knicks are gonna have to guard him with more than one guy, but that's Tuesday. They're going to have to guard him with several guys. You're going to see Deuce on him, Kyle Bridges on him, OG on him. You're going to see Josh Hart on him. They're going to have to guard Ja with different guys. He was suspended for one game last week, I think, John Pettit. I don't think he's suspended now, but he was suspended for one game last week. Conduct detrimental to the team or something like that. But no, he's not suspended now. That was last week. Unless they suspended him again, and I don't think they did. Let me just see here. No, he's playing. So no, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Well, again, we have to look at what coach has done. Ariel Hukporty's not in the rotation. He's not in the rotation if Mitch plays, and he's not in the rotation if Mitch doesn't play. He's not in the rotation. I would have liked to see Ariel Hukporty play rotation minutes. But at this point, apparently, Ariel Hukporty is your third string five. And in fact, maybe even fourth, because he plays Yabusele now, more five than he plays Ariel Hukporty. That's the way he's doing it. Whether we like it or not, that it's irrelevant, right? It is what it is. This is what he's doing. So he got his rotation, and now we know what the rotation is. So it is what it is. Shifty Lee, what's up, man? What's up? Ja is too good for any one player to guard him. In the league, you got guys that are literally unguardable. That's what makes them the league. That's what makes it the league. Like I said, there's nobody that could guard Cat. There's no five in the NBA that could guard him. But they're going to throw several guys at Cat from different angles to try to slow him down. And that's how you got to do Ja Morant. When Ja Morant gets hot and starts hitting his three-point shot, he's a handful, man. So you're going to have Deuce. You're going to have McCall. You're going to have Josh. Everybody's going to have to be taking their turn on Ja Morant. That's how, and to his credit, that's how Brown has been actually using the defense. He's been throwing different guys at different guys, so it's good. It's good. It's all good. So it's going to be a challenge. There's no doubt. Tonight against the Nets, Cam Thomas is going to go off. He is. But at the other side, he ain't going to play no defense. Okay? And that was my problem with him coming out of LSU. People was talking about, we got to draft Cam Thomas. Why? Because he could shoot? What about the defense? Can he play any? No, he can't. So, and in fact, that's one of the problems that Cam is having in his contract negotiations with the Nets. They don't want to pay him like a starter, and he wants to be paid like a starter, but they don't want to pay him like a starter because he don't play defense. He's a tremendous scorer. He's a tremendous six-man guy, but I would not be paying him as a starter. Yeah, so it looks like Cam is out for 3 or 4 weeks because of a hamstring. So true, man. They're gonna really, let me see what they got going on here. Let me see. So instead of Cam Thomas, they got the Igor boy playing, Terrence Mann, and then of course Michael Porter Jr., Clowney, and Claxton. Cam he looks like, I'm looking at the injury report. Cam Thomas sprained his hammy, and it looks like he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. That's a big one right there. 3 to 4 weeks. Diagnosed with left hamstring strain, and it says he will be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. That he's out, of course, tonight versus the Knicks. That was from November 7th, so that was from Friday. So he's out for a while. Man. So again, we don't want to sleep on the Nets. But I feel like if the Knicks play their game, we should be good. We should be good to go. Okay. Should be good to go. And especially like we have seen Cam Thomas go off at Madison Square Garden before. He's done it. It's not like he's new to the Garden. He's gone off before, at the Garden. So he's not there tonight though. I think Orlando's gonna figure it out though. I wouldn't sleep on them. They got too much talent, man. Between the Wagner boys, Paolo, and now Bain, they got too much talent. They're gonna be. I think they'll figure it out. I think they're gonna figure it out. So we'll see, man. It'd be good to get this win though and go to 6-3. You know. Yeah, I think maybe Bain is feeling a little pressure or whatever, but I think eventually he'll figure it out. And once he gets in the flow, and Bain is a tough dude. He's not just a shooter. He's a roughneck. He's a roughneck too. Jose Loco, what's up, man? He's a roughneck as well. So the other night he slung somebody to the floor and got a flagrant one. He slung he got thrown out the game. He slung somebody to the floor and they called the flagrant one, and then they called the technical, and he got kicked out the game, for that. I forgot who it was he slung to the floor, but I think it was somebody on Houston. He's a roughneck, man. He's a roughneck. I just saw the highlights of Keon's college game, but to be honest with you, I'm not paying attention at this stage when they're playing cupcakes. They were playing, who they playing? They're playing some cupcake team. I mean, the majors play cupcakes early in the season to build up their records, and now, I ain't paying no attention when you playing cupcakes. Talk to me when they playing St. John's. You know what I mean? When they playing St. John's, when they playing Duke, they playing, talk to me when they play Delaware State. Come on, baby. Come on. It's like a practice. He needs to go off against Delaware State then. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I don't want to talk about. I know Melo's proud. I'd be proud too without my son balling, even against a Delaware State or whoever the hell they playing, Belmont or whoever. But when he ready to play against St. John's, or when he ready to play against a team, then let's look at Keon then. And I'm confident. I think the boy's gonna be all right. He's so skinny though. He's gonna fill out. He's a skinny kid, man. He ain't like his daddy. His daddy wasn't that small when his daddy was a freshman at Syracuse. His daddy was big, had a bit more buff on him, man. But yeah. Oh, happy birthday, Corey Lindsay, coming up Friday, is it? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, Keon's gonna be good. I thought his name was Key. I heard Melo call him Keon. Why did somebody call him by, like, they say the name different? Kyan or something like that. Kyan. That isn't his name Keon? I thought Melo said Keon. But I heard him announce it to him about Kyan. Is it how you say it? Keon? K-N? See, now you done got me real confused, okay? I don't know what that is. What's that? Is it Kai or is it E? Is it Keon or is it Kai? It is Kai. Okay, because I could have swore I heard Melo talk about his son Keon. But okay, all right, Kai. That's right. I was like, why are they calling him that? I thought it was Keon. But okay, whatever. Maybe that's what the son prefers. Cayenne pepper, right? Cayenne pepper, right? You headed to the game, Petty. Good, man. Enjoy that, man. Be safe out there. Enjoy that game, man. Enjoy it. Yeah, so as far as Melo's son, Cayenne, like the pepper, let's see if he get hot when he plays St. John's, when he play Connecticut, when he play, when he play them cats. Talk to me when he's playing Wisconsin or when he's playing Duke or Kentucky. I want to talk to me then. We talk about it then. Yeah, Philly is looking good. Philly is looking good, man. Philly is looking good. Was he really, Chris? I didn't see that. So you see Dink Pate, he went off yesterday? Wait, he's coming off the bench? Oh, wait. That's right, because Kolek is in the G League now. Right, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Kolek is in the G League. So Kolek is starting. And then, hey, listen, is Najee playing in the G League for the Knicks? You see that? Who is that? Chris Connors? Is Najee playing in the G League for the Knicks? Oh, Diawara and Daddy were there too? Oh, yeah, well, okay. Dink Pate ain't going to start if that's the case. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's going to keep Kolek sharp. Kolek is, and see, somebody had wrote me earlier this week and said it looks like Kolek's out the rotation, and I think that's a little misinformation. Kolek was never in the rotation. People's imagination was trying to imagine him in the rotation, but Kolek was never in the rotation. Kolek basically, in my view, won the third string point guard role. That's what he won. Okay, he ain't win no rotation spot. And the third string point guard role is what he got. And I still think he got it. It's just so if Brunson gets hurt, Kolek is going to be stepping up to the next in line after Deuce. Deuce is going to be in there behind JB. But they'll bring in Kolek when they need to. Okay. But they don't even need to, honestly, because when you look at the Knicks, tell me if you see what I see. They have used Brunson, Deuce, Shamet, Clarkson, Hart, Mikal Bridges, and OG to initiate the offense at different times. Have y'all noticed that? They've used all of those guys to initiate the offense at different times during the course of a game. So it's not like they actually need another point guard. They actually don't. Okay. Yeah. So, right, Coach Hauser. If that's exactly right. So if Deuce and Hart are out, Kolek is going to be there. You're going to see Kolek there. But for now, it looks like they're using multiple guys to take the pressure off of Brunson. Well, I don't know, Andrew. Why is Yabu playing bad early? I don't know. I don't really know. But they're going to give him. They've signed him. You know, he's getting his $5.7 million this year, and if he wants to get it next year, he needs to get in the flow. So I think they're gonna give him every opportunity to do that, and maybe he will. I hope he does. I hope he does. I really do. For our sake and his sake, I hope he does. Okay. Isn't his second year a team option? Let me just double check that. Or is it a player option? Is it a spot right? Let me look at spot right there. Is Yabusele is his second year a team option or is it a player option? Let me just take a look at his. Let me look at his contract here. Yabusele. I think it's a player option. I think he's got a player. Let me see now. Yeah, he's got a player option, so he's going to take that. So he's got right now. That means he's basically guaranteed $11.2 million, almost 11.3. So he's going to be here. So he'll be here, and as long as he's here, we want him to play well. So let's hope he plays well. I'm going to just give him the benefit of the doubt and say Yabusele is going to end up playing the way we thought he was going to play. Okay, he got 285 reasons. Is that how much he weighs? 285 pounds. Is that really how much he weighs for real? Wait, now you got me. Now I got to look at this. You telling me that boy that big? Damn, let me see. They got him listed at 6'8", 260, man. Why are you putting 25 pounds on the board? He's at 260, man. He's 6'8", 260. You trying to give him Zion vibes, man. He ain't that big, you know. Now, Ariel Porter is not in the rotation. I thought he would be. I was hoping he would be, but he's not. Yabusele is getting the aerial minutes. Whether we like it or not, Yabusele is getting the Ariel Porter minutes. That's what's going on right now. So if Mitch Rob was to get hurt, God forbid, you would see Ariel Porter some more. But right now, it's Yabusele is getting those minutes. So that's the way it's going right now. And listen, it's working. That's all I can say. Nah, he ain't no 285, man. I'm looking at it on Basketball Reference. Hey, all right, hang on. Now you're going to let me look up BSPN and see what they talking about as far as the boys' weight. Let me look up BSPN and let's look. Not that BSPN is worthy of our trust. Let me just see it. Yabusele. Let me look up BSPN what they talking about. Yabusele is listed at 265 on BSPN. Y'all need to come up off that 285 mess and stop creating the more gossiping rumors. The boy ain't no 285, man. The boy is 260, 265. Yeah, ain't no official weight to 285, Andre. I'm sorry to tell you. BSPN Basketball Reference got the boy listed at 260, and then BSPN got him at 265. So the boy is not no 285. Y'all need to stop that. He's not visiting Dunkin' Donuts like our boy Zion was. Yeah, I think he's all right. Yabusele is he's from Nigeria, right? But I think he was raised in France. So he'd be dealing with them croissant and mess, right? I don't know. You got to be careful with that in New York now. You know, they got all kind of cheese. Yeah, they got all kind of extra ingredients in the American style of this. You might be able to get away with it in France, but you can't get away with it here. It will tell on you here. You know what I'm saying? If you start eating that. Oh, is that right? He was listening to, well, see, that was a long time ago. Bodega Prime. That was a long time ago. And you could actually, I remember that. They had just won the championship. And then Shaq did the team picture and he looked like a daggone elephant. And I was like, and then Kobe was mad. That's when him and Kobe started having beef. Because Kobe was mad because he came into camp way overweight. And that's when he broke his toe. And he missed time, and Kobe was pissed off because of that, you know, because Kobe was like, how you coming into camp and you ain't in shape? You know, good afternoon, Miss Stevenson. But I remember that. And you could see it all over his face. He was fat as hell. And I was like, I don't know. So now, but I ain't using that to tell me that damn Yabusele is 285. Come on, man. Stop. Boy, 265. The boy, he got a big behind in 265. You know, use that behind regularly and get us some rebounds like Charles Oakley used to do, or you know, our boy, you know, who's Dominican? Yabusele ain't no damn Dominican. I know y'all ain't talking about Yabusele being Dominican, right? Come on there. Yabusele ain't no Dominican, man. Right, there you go. Thank you. That Jefala makes more sense. He from the Congo? Okay, that makes more sense. There you go. He's giving you Precious vibes? Nah, he ain't giving me no Precious vibes. I like Precious better. I ain't gonna front. I like Precious better. I hope Precious succeed. Where he get signed at? Precious got signed with the Clippers, right? You know, it's funny, Cash, you say that because I said, Big Butt's out there. He said, who's Big Butt? I said, you tell me. Look on the court. And she started laughing. And my wife can't tell you. My wife can only tell you who Brunson is. And she can only tell you who Cat is. And she knows Cat because I said, look at the person with the biggest feet on the floor and you know who I'm talking about. And she knows Cat. I said, well, Big Butt, you'll tell. He just look at the court. And she started laughing. She said, oh, you're wrong. I said, man, it is what it is, man. It didn't take even 5 seconds. I said, you on the floor? She said, who is it? I said, look, who got the biggest butt out there? She said, oh, so she started laughing. And just like I said with Cat, who got the biggest feet out there? You could just see the feet. Just look at the feet and you'll find Cat. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, but listen, we love our boys. I hope Yabusele come through and do business today. Man, this would be a good game. Well, you know, he's not going to get, well, depends. If the Knicks really end up taking it to the Nets today, Yabusele might get some extended minutes. You know, he might get some extended minutes today. You know, he might, you know. So, he's with the Kings. Okay, I knew he's with somebody in on the coast. I didn't know. Was it the Kings? I wasn't sure if it was the Kings or the Clippers. But yeah, I hope Precious balls out, man. I'm always pulling for Precious. I always liked his game, even before when he was drafted by Miami the first time. I liked his game. So I wish he'd have stayed with the Knicks, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yabu does need to get in the flow now. We were kind of hoping he would shoot a more consistent 3-point shot. Let me look at the stats. What is Yabusele shooting from 3? Let me see here. Yabusele is shooting, dang, man, 23%. No, I don't give. He can shoot better than that. They got him at 23 right now, Andrew. He was at 14, but he got better. I guess he must have hit a couple of threes because now he's shooting 23% from 3, 29% from the field. Come on, baby, you can do better than that now. Come on now. All right, so let's let him go, y'all. Let's see if we can naturally come back to the top. You know, let's see. Can he come back? Can he rise back? I'm gonna give hope to Big Butt. Big Butt, We believe in you. We believe in the big butt. And stop adding 20 pounds to big butt. He ain't got no 285. He ain't got no 285. Rich boy, whatever weed you smoking, tell him to put less THC in it because you tripping. Okay? The answer to every problem you perceive with, like I said, tell him to put less THC in that mess because you messing up. And then, then come back. But the answer to every problem is not a trade. So stop tripping. We just need to wait and let the boys play it out. Yeah, they got too much, I think the strong agent in the weed is the THC. Is that right? I mean, is that correct? I think it's the THC. So that brand, tell them to give you the one with the less THC. And then you won't come in here talking about trade, hoop party, and Yahoo. Just fuck out of here with that. Trade. You must be on X too much. That's an X type statement. Otherwise, that's an X type statement. The hell? Trade this one, trade that one. What the hell's wrong with y'all, man? See, you give me a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, you're right, John Petty, but I'm gonna chill right now. I'm not gonna let it bother me. Let's get back to Big Butt. Big Butt, I think he can come back and play well. In fact, I think Big Butt this could be a game to help him get right. Okay? Yabusele. Yeah, Yabusele. I think this is a game for Yabut to come back. I think he can get right in this game right here. I think we can get right. Now, what we don't want Cat or Mitch Rob or nobody getting hurt today. So just, let's get execution done and do our thing, right? And then, I ain't kick nobody out. I ain't kick nobody out. Why? Somebody got kicked out? I ain't kick nobody out. Yeah, give Big Butt some time. Boy playing under a lot of pressure. You got to respond to the New York media and all that. Oh no, I don't think I kicked anybody out. I had mercy on the dude that came in with all of this trade talk. He must think this is for the fans, by the fans. This ain't no damn for the fans, by the fans. You need to get correct on this. You better realize what it is. You better this ain't like that now. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with the third rail. You want to avoid that. Don't mess with the third rail. Some fools just walk into the room. It's like them dudes, like I said, they come into the subway, they jump the turnstile. And then once they jump the turnstile, instead of staying away from the yellow line, if you're in New York, you stay away from the yellow line. They stepping on the yellow line and leaning over. And you be like, what the hell? And then when it's clear, they jump and they run right to the third rail. There's some people like that. There's just some people like that. Exactly, Shift the Lead. This ain't for the fans, by the fans. You can't come in here talking about trade this one and trade that one and them cats be having some fools. So I've been listening. I ain't listening no more now, but some fools be coming in there. What mental institution did this dude escape from? I be listening. I'm like, damn, who is these fools, man? I'm like, damn, man, come on now, the hell. Like I said, I think they put too much THC in the weed today. It's too much. They need to get the brand, whatever it's Sesame or whatever it's African Black or whatever. Acapulco Gold. I ain't been in the game for a minute, so I don't know. But tell them to put less THC in that mess because it's causing people to trip. It's causing people to trip. Oh, Rich Boy, I get it. When I see Rich Boy come in talking about trades and then talking about somebody using the term trash, and this motherfucker probably can't even tie his own goddamn shoes. He probably is 15 years old, and he's probably got a picture of some woman up, and he's got his hand in his pants, and then he's gonna have one hand on the keyboard, and he tripping. Probably like 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? So Chill, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You right, Andrew. You right. You right. You right, Andrew. You right. I can't say you lying. You ain't lied yet. You ain't lied yet. We trying to stay cool in here. We trying our best. Trying our best. I got you, man. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Let's first help homie. We're gonna help him. You got this new thing. You ain't got to actually They ain't got to actually grab the third rail. You can pull them back and put them in a straight jacket for a little while. So that's what we did with Rich Boy. Just grab and put him in a straight jacket and say, man, we're gonna let you sit down for a second, let that THC wear off. Maybe give him a cup of coffee, couple of Spanish El Pico. Give him some El Pico black. Help that boy out a little bit. You know what I mean? Help him out a little bit. You come in here tripping like this is the damn New York Post. This ain't the damn New York Post. You can't be tripping like breaking news BS. You can't be doing that. Help you out a little bit. Maybe you had last night, man, I messed myself up. I took some Crown Royal and I put a little coffee in, iced coffee, right? Then I put some heavy cream in that mess. Then I put a little bit of almond. What's that? My wife has like an almond. It's an almond sweetener or something. I had one of those like a milkshake. That thing was too good. Then I tried it again. I said, let me do one more. That's where I made my mistake. I said, see, a lot of times our worst enemy is us. We're fighting against ourselves. You know what, Track Monkey? You are correct. You ain't lie. You correct. You right. Oh, that's actually why I did it, Jay Davis, because I was feeling like that's what I needed. And it did work. I ain't going front. It did. The sanctuary was cleansed, for sure. The sanctuary was cleansed. No, it was almond. It's like there's an almond creamer. There's an almond creamer. My wife likes this organic almond creamer to put in her little carob drink she make. And I took a little bit of that, just a little bit, put it in there with them. It was good. I was like, this is too good. I was sipping it and I was watching them Netflix, and then all of a sudden I said, man, let me try one more. That was the mistake. I felt it this morning. I did feel it this morning when I woke up. I felt it. But I'm all good now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Actually, I like whole milk myself, but I stay away from it because I realize my body doesn't. It's not like it doesn't give me a bad stomach or anything. It just seems to inflame me a little bit. I get a little inflammation in my body if I use whole milk, but I love whole milk. If I'm out and they don't have no, I don't want half and half. I'll take the whole milk for my coffee if I'm out and it's all they got. But yeah, man. But we getting ready to go to a nice restaurant today, and I'm trying to decide, what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have the meatballs, but I'm trying to decide if I should have a steak or some fish, and then I'm gonna have me some Pinot Noir. Yeah. My cheat meal, that's easy. It's Five Guys. Not the French fries. I won't never cheat with no French fries. But it's Five Guys. I like the large cheeseburger and the small cheeseburger. Five Guys, and then with my wife, I will have a little pistachio gelato once a month usually. That's my cheat meal. So we go to our favorite. We got this favorite little gelato place, hole in the wall gelato place here in Florida, and we'll go there and we'll have gelato. But even with my cheat meal, I go to and I have a burger. Like me and Organic Fanatic, we went to this place. Remember Organic? We went to, what was that? It was Jeremiah's, and I had the burger. No, I didn't have the burger there, but I'll have the burger. It's the white bread that's my cheat meal. The white bread that's on the burger. So if I have a regular burger, that's a cheat meal. But even before that, I will have some protein. So I had the chicken. They had some chicken wings. I have the chicken wings, then I have the burger, no fries, and then I'll go down there. Walk. It's about about a mile walk that off, and have a little gelato. Me and mommy will have some gelato with my baby. Do we have a Culver's? I see Culver's in Minnesota, but I don't know if we have them here or not. I don't know. Well, that's a good question. I think we do have a Culver's here. We do. I haven't had a Culver's in years. But when I want a cheat meal, the last time I had a cheat meal when I went to see my doctor in Virginia, and they gave me the clean bill of health. I had that nurse tripping. You know what happened? I was 224 a year ago, and I'm 203 now. So I wanted to make sure I got the right reading on that damn scale. So I took my shoes off. I took my shirt off. Nick said, "Hey, don't do it anymore." I'm getting ready to take my pants off. I said, "I'm like a fighter. You're going to weigh me in my underwear." Everybody was looking. But I said, "Man, I don't care." But she said, "Please don't take your pants off. Don't take it off." I said, "All right." So I left the pants on. And it was 205. She said, "I'm going to adjust it." I said, "No, you ain't." I said, "But that's all right." So the doctor took my blood. My blood sugar was low, was under 100. The PSAs, for the prostate was below 4. Everything. He said, "Listen, you could come in every other year if you want to." He said, "We make money when you come in every year, but you could come." I said, "No, I want to come in every year. I'll make sure we're good." So I made the appointment for next year. But everything is tight, man. He said, "I wish all my over 60-year-olds was in shape like you." When I took that shirt off, I had them babies looking. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yeah, we good." I told her, I said, "But next year, though, I'm taking my pants off. I was going to be like a boxing weigh-in. I'm going to keep my underwear on, but that's it. Shoot. I like to see that scale go down. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. That's what I'm talking about." So, yeah. That's what we talking about, man. Hey, June, man. I'm trying to say it. She was like, "Sir, don't take your pants off, man." I'm like, all right. She's making more noise. Then she was drawing the attention with her mouth. I'm like, don't do it. Oh, man. Richard Williams, what's up? Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, so you went and took Richard Williams took his woman to the Knicks the other day. Smart move. My wife don't want to do, but I'm taking my daughter to the Knicks against the Wizards. The Knicks play the Wizards in February. We're going to be in D.C., taking my daughter out there. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have a good time. I took my son-in-law. I took my son-in-law last year. Taking my daughter this time, man. But then I'm taking my 2 grandchildren. Y'all going to see that. We're going to go live in Minnesota when we see Juju and them. I'm going out there in December. And we're going to be live. My grandsons, they're both bigger than me now. Oh, man. Yeah, but nah, man, it's fun, man. Thank you, Richard Williams. Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. It's all fun. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying my retirement right now. It's all good. I'm blessed. Yeah, me and my son, my oldest boy, went to see Minnesota last year. But this year, as me and my grandsons, his 2 sons, I said, okay, it's their turn. I'm taking them this year. We're going to see the Knicks against the Minnesota. So we're gonna have a good time, man. My son called my grandson, the youngest boy. He got his new car now. He done bought him a car. "You want me to come pick you up, abuelo?" I said, Come on, man. Let me get checked into the hotel. Come. We're gonna have a good time, man. Yeah, I went to a game with him last year. We're going with the grandsons this year. So that's gonna be fun, man. We're doing our thing. Man. Devo is what we thought Devo was going to be, right? Devo was really good in New York. It's just going to be a matter of time because now he's starting and he's going to do his thing in Minnesota. They really are. They're going to be good, man. That's a good team the Knicks beat last week. There ain't no chump team that they beat last week. Yeah, I agree with you, Joshua. I don't know who makes the decisions to retire the numbers. There's only one guy. I think BK should be retired before Melo. I'll be honest. Bernard King's number should be hanging in the rafters before Melo. But yeah, I don't know who makes those decisions. I don't think Ewing's number retired? I don't think it is. Ewing number need to be retired. If it's not, it need to be. Patrick Ewing's number need to be retired. It is okay. It need to be. And then they missing BK right now. BK, his number need to be retired. You know, I'm not really as enthused about Carmelo Anthony. I love Carmelo Anthony, but I felt like it was a bad move to trade for him. I really do. And I didn't like the way he forced his way here and caused us to lose half our team, man. But BK, that boy, yeah, if y'all remember Bernard King now, not Bird, not Matt, nobody wanted to mess with BK when he was in his prime. You didn't want to mess with him, man. You just did not want to deal with BK at that time. And he had a set of moves that you knew where they was coming, but you couldn't do nothing about it. That's when I started to understand. Like I saw it with Dr. J, but when you're in the league and you're an elite player, everybody can know what you're getting ready to do. And they're so good, you can't do nothing about it. There's nothing you can do about it. He's gonna do it. It's just you just hope he misses because you can't stop it. That was BK on that damn turnaround jump shot. Ooh, he was nasty, man. He was nasty. And then the scowl he used to wear on his face, remember that? Be like looking like he wanted to kill somebody, man. Man, please. They don't make him like him no more. Shoot. Yeah, I know. Hell, it is what it is. He hurt his knee. I was watching that game that night. It didn't look like it was anything. Like he was running after a fast break against the Kansas City Omaha freaking Kings. Typical game in the middle of the NBA season. And I seen him chase down somebody. And then all of a sudden he just come up limping. And I was like, oh, did he sprain his ankle or something? And come to find out it was a bad ACL, man. I was like, damn. Yeah. Oh, BK was bad news, boy. He was bad news. He was bad news. He was bad news, man. So, but yeah, he was a bad man. He really was. And he played both ends. He wasn't just an offensive player. He played both ends of the floor. At that time, everybody in the league played both ends of the floor. It wasn't no guy that just playing offense making the lead. You had to play both ends, Yeah, I remember when he beat Detroit with 3 broken fingers. Detroit was good then. He ended that series with 3. He was averaging like 40 plus a game. They couldn't do nothing with him, man. Nothing. Well, anyway, we got Brunson now. I love Brunson. Brunson, to me, future Hall of Fame. We got a future Hall of Fame right here. Not only that, check this out. Future NBA champion too. Watch. Future NBA championship. Don't sleep on Jalen Brunson. Never sleep on Jalen Brunson. Oh, he's cool, man. BK is cool dude, man. I don't know if I ever met him in person. I don't think I ever met him in person. Yeah, he's gonna win the ring with the Knicks. I don't know if it's this season, but he's gonna win one in New York, man. You don't sleep on Jalen Brunson. He's a winner. People keep sleeping on him. What was that dumb broad talking about? He's too short. You can't win a championship with a point guard that's too short. I was like, who is this idiot, man? Because she sat in Spurs behind Popovich, she know everything now? The hell? Not here, man. But nah, Brunson gonna come up with a chip. That's what I'm excited about. And you messing around, you got Josh Hart, Brunson, and listen, now the road runner getting into the game now. I like our team, y'all. I like our team, baby. That's why somebody coming in talking about trading people. Man, stop it. We good. Keep reporting. Keep all of them. They just exercise, right? Did they just exercise the option on Daddy? So I think he's already in for next season now because they exercised his option. Yeah. So, oh man, get Jalen Brunson in an NBA Finals. Get Josh Hart with him in an NBA Finals, and you're going to be in the game. Yeah, Becky Hammond, right? Stupid idiot. It's like, what you talking about? You need to, man, please, just get out of here. Just go on to the WNBA or something and get the hell out of here. You can't be talking with men about basketball. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. What she think her name is? Monica McNutt? She ain't Monica McNutt. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? She must think she Monica McNutt or something. She can't come in here talking no ball with us. Or Sarah Kustok could talk better basketball than Becky Hammond. She talking about you can't win with her. What the hell? I was like, man, get the hell out of here. Didn't she get the memo? People, it's time to stop hating the Knicks now. Man, please. Please. Oh, man. It's going to be something. The Knicks come out the East. I don't care who it is. Oklahoma City is going to probably be. But I ain't worried about them. Listen, y'all realize Oklahoma City got taken to 7 games against Indiana. That tells you they can be beat. Okay? They're not indestructible. They can be beat. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what. I like this year's Knicks team better than last year's OKC team. Indiana team. I like the Knicks this year. So you got a 9.5 man rotation. Oh man, we're gonna be doing some business, y'all. We're gonna be doing some business. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It's only a matter of time before Deuce drops a 30 piece on somebody. Watch. It's only a matter of time. He getting more time. It's only a matter of time before he drops a 30 piece on somebody before we see a G League Deuce game. Watch. Then it's gonna be crazy. Oh, that'll be interesting, John Petty. But Oklahoma City's too good. I got to give it to them. They too damn good right now. OKC is good, man. I mean, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's a team right there. So in the West, I got OKC by a mile coming out the West. But you know what? San Antonio, it's early. So it depends on injuries. That's what's stopping San Antonio right now. Victor Wembanyama, but he lighting the ass, and it's an 82-game season, right? He lighting the ass. So we got to see. But if they can continue to keep him healthy, and Devin Vassell is everything I thought he was going to be, and then they got Castle. They got a squad over there now. So, shoot. Right now, you know what their differential is? 8.4. I mean, ridiculous, man. They really 7-2. Man, I'm not worried about. I mean, any team that got Luka is going to be there. And so that's why the Lakers going to be there. Luka is a prodigy. I'm a little disappointed in Houston, but let's see what happens. They're going to come back. They're going to come back. And they're going, what the hell happened to New Orleans, man? What happened to New Orleans? I mean, even before Zion he had another hammy the other day. So he's out for this hammy again. But I was surprised they was losing before the hammy. I thought they would be much better. I thought they would be much better. I was disappointed. Trey Murphy III and Zion, I thought with them two, Yeah, it was, Woody. It was. And like I said, I noticed Embiid is playing a more balanced game where he's not they don't have to push him and rely on him. Them guards they got, man. Edgecombe, Maxey, and Grimes. Shoot. They're good, man. They're good. They're good. And them young boys hungry to show how good they are. They really are. Grimey's trying to get this money, right? So Grime right now is on the, what do you call that? The 1-year deal. And so he's trying to get his money. So they're good. They're going to be good. Yeah. Yeah, well, the problem, Indy lost Miles Turner. They lost Hallie. But I wasn't worried about the Halliburton because I really believe in Benedict Mathurin. But then they don't have TJ McConnell either. TJ McConnell's hurt. They lost a couple of key pieces, right? I mean, that's hurt right now. TJ McConnell's out. We know Halliburton, but like I said, I believe in Mathurin. But now Mathurin's out, the toe. Obi is out. I mean, they got, man. And McConnell, they're going to have to make a run like they did last year. Last year, I think Indiana was the top record after All-Star break last year. They may have to make a run like that. Carlisle is a hell of a coach. He really is. He's a hell of a coach. And he's a championship coach. But good afternoon, serial killer. But they're going. They are really decimated with injuries. So you're talking about Mathurin is out. He's not playing today. The young boy Furphy, who started coming on pretty nice kid, nice out of Kansas. He could play. He's out. Quentin Jackson is out. Obi Toppin is out. Obi Toppin has surgery. Damn. And then you got TJ McConnell is expected to miss a month. And then, of course, we know Halliburton is out. You know, damn. Yeah, Nico, if anybody ruined the team, it's Nico. I mean, how could you trade Luka Doncic? I mean, what the hell? Yeah, that was crazy. And you trading him for Anthony Ambulance? What the hell? Yeah, Abdiva, I was wrong about Abdiva. He's a guy I was wrong about. I thought Abdiva was just another white hope, but that white boy could ball. He can't. Abdiva could ball. That ain't no joke. He ain't no joke. Abdiva could ball. I got to give it to him. People was looking that year. The people weren't looking for the Knicks to get him. I think that was the Obi year. But I was like, nah. And I wasn't high on him. I was wrong. And I wasn't high on Franz Wagner either out of Michigan. I said, oh, yeah, he all right. He's another white hope. No. Franz Wagner can ball. And so can Denny Abdiva. Both of them cats could ball, man. Just straight out. You know, if they was purple, I still say they could ball. They could ball. You know, both of them cats could ball. So, yeah. But Detroit is going to be what we thought Detroit is going to be. They're going to be tough. We was all looking at Detroit last year, knew Detroit was going to come back tough, and they have. They're going to be rough this year. Where they at? They are right now top of the East, 5.9 differential, only giving up 111 points a game. Detroit is going to be a problem. We kind of knew that, though, right? I mean, most of us understood Detroit was going to be back. Detroit is back. They're going to be a problem. Cade is the real deal. I knew coming out of Oklahoma State that boy was going to be good. I knew he was. He's just too damn good. But right now, you got the Knicks. It's going to be Cleveland, Knicks, Pistons. I ain't sleeping on the Heat. It's too early to count the Magic out, too. So we got to see how but the Knicks, Pistons, and Cavaliers, Bucks also, you know, you can't sleep on Giannis and them either, but we're going to see. That young boy that took the point guard spot, I forgot his name, but for Milwaukee, he took Kevin Porter's spot for Milwaukee. He's now the starter. Ryan Rollins. He's the starter now. So he done won that position. He ain't going nowhere. You know, Ryan Rollins ain't going nowhere. Kevin Porter Jr. might be, I don't know. But so you can't sleep on Milwaukee. Can't sleep on. What's up, Kareem Grant? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah. Yeah, so we can't sleep on them either. So it's a fun year to be a Knicks fan, though, right? I mean, right? This is a fun year to be a Knicks fan. This is a fun year. You don't want to jump off the bandwagon now. This is the fun year to be the Knicks fan, man. We really got something cooking right here. Yeah, you know, Dio, I don't know where this fool came from, but this boy can ball, man. Let me see. Where did he come from? That's a good question. Toledo. No wonder we ain't heard about no damn Toledo. He come out of Toledo, second round pick, 44th overall, 2022. And it's not like he's a rookie or anything either. He's been in the league a couple of years. So he's 6'3", 180. Hey, this is just one of the things where this cat worked his butt off, and now he's ready. He's ready. Autism, what's up? What's up? Yeah, but he's ready. Yeah, so we'll see. I think we play Milwaukee, right? We play Milwaukee like 2 or 3 times more, right? Let me see. I think we play Milwaukee a few times more. I think we do. So, what's their schedule? I think we got them I think we got Milwaukee coming up. Let me see here. Because damn Kuzma was talking too much mess the other time, talking about locking up Cat. Shit, we're going to see how that work out. I think, let me see. We play Milwaukee. When's the next time we play the Bucks, man? Well, I ain't even seen it. When do we play the Bucks again? Do we play them? I'm surprised. I thought we played them a few more times. When do we play Milwaukee again? I don't see it. Am I missing? Y'all see, when do we play the Bucks again? Let me see here. Oh, November 28th. We played them Friday, November 28th. Yeah, we played them Friday the 28th. That's the next time we play the Bucks. I can't wait. And then we play them again in February 27th. Yeah, so Yeah, so we play him November 28th. I'm looking for that game. Kuzma talking about he know this is how I guarded Cap. This is how I was successful. I hope Cap bust his ass. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, yeah. So let's get this game. Let's get this thing on, baby. That's and that's kind of how I feel about the whole league. Like I don't care who we play, right? It don't matter. Like there's good teams, like Oklahoma City's good, right? Denver's good, San Antonio's good. There's a lot of good teams, Detroit, right? But hey, let's play, right? All right, let's play. Let's play. Bring it. Let's go. Let's see what we got. You know. Wait, Richard Williams. Somebody in your building said the Nets are better. Do you smell weed in the hallway? Probably, right? Tell him to leave that THC alone, man. And tell him whatever his doctor prescribed as the opioid, he need to leave it alone, man, because it's messing his mind up. And stop drinking that damn cheap wine. It ain't no good for you, man. Tell him to drink the high, top shelf stuff. Cost you a little bit more money, but it's better. Yeah, man, right, Andrew. And what's up with that? I like the Knicks too because they're New York, and I like a gritty team, and I like Jordy Fernandez. But come on, better than the Knicks? The hell? The hallway might have, he might be getting a contact for that THC, and telling the doctor to stop prescribing them damn hard opioids on that boy. What the hell? What? Come on, man, stop. Yeah, you're right, Guilford. The Knicks have, but I don't want to, I don't want to jinx that. But you're right. I ain't gonna front. You right, Guilford McCarver. You right. You right. You right. Yeah. And I've gained a little bit more measure of respect for Frank Isola. I used to really can't stand him when the Knicks were bad, but the Knicks were bad. I just hate to hear his mouth say it. But I got more respect for him now. Isola. He's on board now. So yeah, I like Jordy Fernandez. He's a good coach, and he's starting with a whole bunch of kids, so it's all good. Yeah, this is gonna be good, So we'll see, man. Tonight at 6, I gotta get ready to take my wife to dinner, taking my beautiful Boricua to dinner, and we're gonna chill, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna watch this Knicks game, and then we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Uh, Nick of Time was kind enough to ask me to come on their post game, but I don't like doing post games. I hate to be like I'm not trying to be a Grinch or anything, but I don't like doing post games. Too much emotionals, and I don't like saying stuff or receiving stuff based on a immediate emotion. You know what I mean? I need time to just chill for a minute and chew on it, and then come back, next time, So yeah, Boricua, man. Indeed, taking my Boricua out. We're gonna have a nice meal, gonna chill, Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah. Fernandez trying to win, right? You gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do, good for right. I mean, he trying to win, right? You gotta give it to him, trying to win. Severe Jorgensen, what's up? Yeah, for real. MPJ doing better than Cam? You think so? I don't know. Cam in Denver's third in the West right now, so they doing all right. Oh no, I can't mess with no mofongo. I can't mess with no mofongo. Too much carbs in that cereal killer. I got to stay with the protein. You know what I mean? Stay with the protein, man. Too much carbs in the mofongo. It's tempting though. I ain't gonna front. It's tempting. It's tempting. But I can't even mess around with it even on a cheat day. My cheat day is still protein, but I just have a white piece of bread on my burger because I love me some Five Guys. I ain't gonna front. And then when we go to the gelato place, I get some pistachio gelato. That's the real cheat. But that's once a month, so it's all right. It's all right. Me and Mama could do that once a month. Could do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be out here enjoying life. I am gonna carry a little thing with me, some medicine, because we going to Orlando, man. And y'all know, you got to be prepared. So I'm gonna be carrying some medicine, and I'm gonna take my baby out, and yeah, we'll be going all right. Yeah, I can't mess with no fries. Five Guys fries. No, my cheat is the burgers. I ain't messing with no fries though. Even I ain't that crazy. Yeah, so right, you do the thing, right? Cook, yeah, right. Is that right? Floridian pizza is New York pizza. I believe it in Orlando and in Kissimmee. Might as well call it Little Puerto Rico. They're going. Yeah, Vicks Formula 44, Mr. Stevenson. Got to carry the 44 formula. I got that in there for those type of emergencies. But then my personal thing is going to be it's called the Equalizer. Really, it's a Smith and Wesson 9. It's called the Equalizer, and it is. So I'm bringing that's on my hit person. You know what I'm saying? That's on the hit person. So somebody come through the door wrong, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. So we'd be dealing with that. Now I love Five Guys fries, but that's when I weigh 230 pounds, stuff like that. So I gotta leave that alone. But they burgers, I like to me the Five Guys cheeseburger, double cheeseburger. Ooh man, I celebrated my last good health thing. I had three of them. I had three burgers out there. That's all I needed with some water. And then after that, me and my son-in-law had some. We had some one. I think we had some cab. Yeah, we just chilling with the cab. Yeah. So, I like oily though. Andrew Abraham, I like oily. Oily don't like me though. I ain't fronting. I love French fries, but I haven't had a French fry in years, and I don't want none either. I don't want no French fry. I'm trying to stay good. Nah, no. I do want to try. Somebody mentioned an In-N-Out burger. I do want to try that, Richard Williams. I do want to try that. One of these days, I don't see them nearby me. I think I seen it up there in Virginia and DC. Next time, yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, I met my wife in a church in Harlem in 1983. I went to this church in Harlem, and I ran into this woman, and I offered to walk her to the train station across 125th Street, 1984. And then I first met her in 83, and then I ran into her again in 84, and the voice said, "This is her." And it was over. Yeah, it was over. The voice said, "This is her." Because I prayed for a wife. I had a type that I always liked. And I said, if I pick my type, it ain't gonna work out because it's me. So I said, I asked the Most High, I said, you pick her. I don't care. I was scared because he could have picked somebody that wasn't my type. But I said, if it's from him, it's gonna be all right. That's what I wanted. So yeah, we got plenty of Olive Gardens all over the place. We hardly go though. I mean, I ain't been to Olive Garden in years. Ever since they start refrying, giving you frozen food that they reheated in the back. There's too many good restaurants out here now, especially in Florida. There's so many good restaurants, man. So many good restaurants, especially Italian spots. So many good ones. Yeah, so yeah, that's how me and mommy met 41 years ago. 41 years ago. And we still together. Yeah, we still together, man. So yep, so let me get ready to take her out and enjoy this meal. We're getting to go to this nice Italian spot. They make the food fresh. We're gonna do this thing up and chill on it. And then we're gonna watch our no, I don't believe the Knicks are gonna make a trade. I think the Knicks are gonna roll. And they're gonna keep rolling. That's what I think. Ain't no trade. Ain't no need for no trade. The Knicks don't need a trade. We good. Guys want to try to get some of our players. That's for sure. But nah, the Knicks don't need to make no trade. Anybody talking about trade for the Knicks is just talking dude. Y'all, please be safe. Thanks for coming and hanging out and talking some Knicks, man. We're talking some basketball, talking some life, right? Please be safe out here. It's a dangerous world we live in, especially now. People be acting a fool out here. Please be safe. Ain't nothing out there in the street after midnight or 2 in the morning that you need to be out there with. Nothing but trouble. Stay inside, okay? And we'll be good, all right? Be safe. We'll talk again soon after the Knicks hopefully get this dub tonight. Be good, man. Nobody get hurt. Shalom.